wasn't bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I bought the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew you. You know that I had you, you know that I would've did it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with,
right? If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
Straight ahead, Walker. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On the bootleg, Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 121 yards and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's another Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
2 yards on the pick.
Now Allen.
It's 2nd and 8.
He's got it to Williams. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Complete to Kyle Williams. It's a gain of 7.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year, but Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also, when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's a gain of
Line of
20.
scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Aluakin on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Stroud. And a catch right side by Evans. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
2 yards on the pickup.
Stroud to throw it. He finds Pickens over the middle. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
George Pickens.
Now Stroud. The pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from Moore. Multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Allen. Finds Gibbs on a check down. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Allen. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Touchdown, Broncos! Josh Downs, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This one goes underneath to Walker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
18 yards on the play. And the Raider first down.
And Stroud now to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 3rd and 14. Stroud looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a run here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Stroud. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing now is Allen. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Now Allen.
At that 38-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Browns. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Allen gonna throw. Yeah, this pass broke it up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Stroud to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll try to do it himself. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen now on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Rodgers to return it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. And now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He gets it to Cooks. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Azeez Al-Shaair. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This, the 2nd meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 8 yards.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now Allen off the bootleg. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. So no gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here goes Stroud again. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a second and 10. Here's Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Pickens going in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Now run by Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. That's all the way home for the Broncos score. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun. Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
That's good for Las Vegas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. There's Evans again, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Las Vegas first down. A gain of 15.
The throwing again is Stroud. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud. He's got Higgins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got room to roam. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Allen running the option to the left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Now he's loose again. He may go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's been a tough go for them, and it's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.